Hi there, welcome back to English via English. Now, if you are one of those who find it really difficult to manage tense, then this video is for you, because if you are finding it hard to manage tense, that means there are two factors, or there could be two factors. Number one, tense is very difficult. Number two, you have been approaching tense from a different or a wrong perspective. So either way, you are the loser. Now you have to rectify that. So the most important thing for you is to approach tense from the correct perspective. And to do that, you have to start it from the very basics or from the scratch. All right then, so look at these examples carefully. If I write, I bought a car, a sentence is there, then we can convert it from active to passive. So this is voice tense. Here we have no application or use of tense whatsoever. Let us find out another one. Okay, so here is an example of fill in the blank. So we have to use the right form of the verb come in this blank. So what could be the correct option? They came here, fine. They are coming here, fine. They have come here, fine. They will be coming here, fine. Okay, so you see different options are there. Now, if there are various options, that means there is something wrong over here. So we have 4 options over here. So we can use any one of them to get a correct sentence out of this context. Now, the fact is that whenever we talk about a particular context or talk about a particular sense specifically, then we must not have multiple options. There should be one option. Now, if I provide simply one element over here, for example, today. Okay, so because of this word, which is time, which is adverb, and this adverb is actually demanding only one verb. So here we have to have the correct option right now. So came is automatically opted out. Were coming again opted out. So come is again not suitable. So the one option left, are coming. So the correct version is they are coming here today. Okay. So here, this particular word today, which is an adverb, is playing a huge role in selecting the correct verb out of these options. So the verb here, the correct version, is getting conditioned or influenced by an adverb or a specific timing. So action plus timing, this is called what is known as tense. But on the other hand, in these two sentences, there is no role of the timing whatsoever. Therefore, we don't get any tense over here. It is simply voice tense. Therefore, what is tense? Now it is, I hope is clear to you that tense is actually a combination or an interplay between action and time. Action through verbs, time through adverbs. All right. Now, let me also tell you that whenever we talk about verb, a verb doesn't always indicate action. For the sake of understanding, for the sake of better comprehension, I have written over here action. But we can have other ideas as well. Like, so verbs can be action state, possession. So state is indicated in terms of the be verbs, then possession is indicated in terms of the have verbs, and action through normal action like write, teach, all these. So be verbs are am, is, are, was, were. Have verbs are have, has, had. Now what about time, the adverb? All right, so time is, it is unbroken flow, continuous flow from time immemorial, and it is moving ahead. We don't know till which point in time or which point time will cease to exist, but for the sake of understanding, we have divided time into 3 segments, subcategories: past, present, and future. So interestingly, present is just momentary, right now, at this moment. So a second before past, a second later future. So past, present, and future, these are the 3 subcategories of time. All right, that means an action in terms of any one of these 3 can happen either in the past or in the present or in the future. All right, but now the most important part of the video, and that is whether we take an action or any state or any position in terms of have verb, be verb, or any action verb, that particular action, let us call it action, that particular action can happen in 4 different ways only, not less, not more. So what are those 4 different expressions of an action? And accordingly, we will get our tenses further classified or subdivided. So whenever we talk of an action, so action can be of 4 types, okay, whenever we get that action influenced by time. So first, an action which is conditioned by or which is based on frequency or frequency of time, okay, so that is a particular specific category. Then number 2, there is the second type where the action will be based on continuity. The third, it is another category where the action will be based on completion, okay, by a specific time. And the final one, number 4, action based on continuity where some extra element of duration is also indicated. So when we get an action based on frequency, we call this type of action indefinite. And this is how we get the tense known as indefinite tense. Then action based on continuity, we call it continuous tense. Then action based on completion by a specific time is known as perfect tense. And finally, action based on continuity with duration is known as perfect continuous tense. That means we have got 4 subcategories of tense. Now put these subcategories in past, in present and future. Ultimately we will get 12 different tenses. So that is how we get 12 different versions of an action or verb. Alright, so this is only the half of the story. Now, since I talked about the basics, we have to understand how specific adverbs play huge role in writing a sentence or speaking a sentence in indefinite or continuous or perfect or even perfect continuous, and of course in past, present and future. Now, the fact is that whenever we write a sentence or whenever we speak a sentence in indefinite tense, be it past, present or future, we have to bring in automatically certain frequency adverbs. Now we can opt them out, we can drop them, that's fine, but we have to understand that, we have to remember that those adverbs are there automatically. Otherwise, the complete sense or the meaning of the verb will not be expressed properly. Therefore, the specific adverbs, adverbs of frequency that are to be used or they are essential for framing indefinite tenses are always, never, seldom, usually, often, sometimes, generally, once, twice, thrice, 4 times, etc. Then number 2, whenever we imagine a sentence or write a sentence or we get a sentence, then we have to have certain specific adverbs, not frequency adverbs, but adverbs, and they are now, right now, at this moment, then, at that moment, these days, those days, etc. So these are the adverbs which indicate the idea of continuity, and they are to be used in continuous tense, whether it is past, present or future. Then perfect tense, here we have to use again a specific set of adverbs like already, before, yet, so far, by now, by then, etc. So there are others, I have written only the major ones. Finally, number 4, perfect continuous tense, be it past, present or future, the adverbs which are necessary to express that idea completely or perfectly are since, for, the whole day, all through, from, to. So since, for their prepositions, we have to frame adverb phrases with the help of these, okay, since and for. Alright friends, so these are the basics and the very foundation of tense. So if we want to advance our knowledge of tense further, then we have to pick up specific tenses and understand the context as well. And not only that, we have to understand the differences between 2 closed tenses. For example, past indefinite, present perfect. So they almost look similar, okay, but in application, in context, they are different. So you have to understand the difference between them. Then again, another pair, present perfect and present perfect continuous. They also are sometimes very close. We have to understand the difference between the 2. All right. So in this way, there are certain pairs where we get really confused as to which one is to be used in which context. So be careful. I'll be taking up all those topics in my future videos on tense, and I will be explaining the ideas like this systematically, logically, so that you can understand things properly, you can retain the idea for long, and you can even teach someone if necessary or possible. Alright then, so as I said, I'll be back with my next video for you soon, and keep watching and get better day by day, and of course, serve your motherland. Thanks for watching.